All right, everyone, here's a little help on those IXLs for today. Again, there's 2 topics, but I think they will go pretty well for you. I think you'll find they're a lot like yesterday, especially this first one. Do notice that this first one is actually a 7th grade topic, okay? But you'll see why it still goes along with what we're doing. There's a couple problems like yesterday that you had that were like this, okay? In 7th grade, it's P4. It still says distance between 2 points. And now, if we covered it a lot in 7th grade last year, but it does apply to what we've been talking about starting from yesterday. So take a look at this first problem here they give me. Find the distance between the points 8, 7, and 8, 2. They've got them already plotted for you. Again, as it said on the IXL assignment, or just the assignment post today, there's no work needed for this assignment. When the points are on just a straight line like this, and just anytime you're finding distance between 2 points, I talked about drawing a line between them, right? Well, if it's on a vertical line like that, or a horizontal line, I don't need to do any more work, okay? I can just now pick out what the answer is. How far did I go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. You can see that by counting up. Or again, the other way you can see it too, we talked about is, look, you went from 8, 2 to 8, 7. So you stayed on that 8 line, but you went up 5 spots plus 5, right? So you can just use the numbers too to help you as well. So this first one should be 5 if everything fits the way it should. Let's see here. Yeah, wonderful. Okay. Again, I'll just do 1 or 2 here, and maybe I'll skip ahead a little bit too further in the assignment, but I bet you can figure out what to do from there. Again, when you see a point, you can do it on IXL. I think you're able to draw in there. You can use that as your work, but again, no work really needed. There's my 2 points. I can draw a straight line horizontally between them. And so that tells me, since it's a horizontal line, I can just count the units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're 7 units apart. And notice the 2 and the 9 tell me that. So yep, I went 7 units to the right. So this one should be 7 units, okay? I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here and see, and I'll erase what I got. Here's another one to look at, again, a little later in the assignment. Just a small thing to notice, but something I think you'll pick up on. They still say the distance between 2 points, so it looks like a vertical line distance here. But notice now, my scales are going by a little more than they were before. They're not just going by ones. And again, you can see it in the numbers here too. This point's negative 12.4, and this one's negative 12.18. If nothing else, you guys, look at the numbers, how much you went up in this case in the y direction, right? From 4 to 18. Or if you count, it looks like each grid line is 2 here. So you have to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It looks like it went up. And the numbers kind of confirm that for me too. So yep, this one should be 14. Okay, so it's just something small, but something to notice. Okay, and lastly, towards the end of the assignment, they might even give you some problems where they don't give you a graph. They just give you the 2 points. This one's 4, 8, and this one's 28. So from here alone, you might be able to figure out too, kind of what's going on. If you want to graph them, you definitely could. Or another way, again, guys, like we've done for finding the slope, another way you can do it too is by putting them in a table, and this can be a way to see the increases, just like we've done in the past. Okay. Again, we've done this so much for slope, where this goes up by 0, so it's not changing over there, but this went up by 16. And so since one of these is 0, that means they're on the same vertical or horizontal line, right? It's like a no slope case or a 0 slope case for our line, just like you saw in those other examples. And so that means that there's 16 apart, going left and right, and you don't go up or down at all because it's 0 for the up or down. So this one I'm going to put 16 for the units, okay? Okay, and then the other IXL, guys, again, this one's an 8th grade topic now, and it's N4. And same kind of stuff. Find the distance between 2 points. All right. But this one, a lot of the first ones will give you a graph, very much like yesterday. You had to graph them, but in this case, they give you the graph to work with. I would still use IXL even to draw in here a little bit if you can. Remember, you're trying to find this straight line distance between the two. But instead of finding the straight line distance, what's much easier is by going up so much, figuring out how much I went vertically and how much I went horizontally, and that really makes a right triangle is what it does. So I just got to count up so much and over so much and figure out, and then use the Pythagorean theorem to figure out my distance, like my hypotenuse, right? Like my C, okay? I'll do one with you here, but then otherwise these are very much like yesterday. If you still need help, again, email or Zoom, please let me know. I will definitely help you, but I'm hoping this will help you get through most of it, okay? Looks like in this first one, I'm going to go up from -9 up to -4. Oh, sorry, that's the X direction. I'm looking at the Y's. -9 to 3. It looks like I went up 12. I could count it as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that looks right. And then over, I go from -9 to -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this top part of my triangle is 5. Okay, so again, use the graph on IXL to count and see what's going on, but then the work that I'm going to have you turn in will be like on your paper, let's say down here. So 5 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. Again, using the Pythagorean theorem, just like it says up here. 5 squared gives me 25. 12 squared gives me 144. That equals c squared. Adding those together, I get 169, one of our perfect squares that we know. Square root of 169 is 13. Sometimes you might get some decimals for this one, but this particular one ended up being a nice number. Not always. It says down here even too, just take a look, guys. It says round to the nearest tenth if necessary. Certain problems it will be. This one it shouldn't be, and we got 13 right on the nose. Submit. Great job. Okay, good luck, you guys. Let me know if you still need more help. I will definitely help you.